Hey everybody, it is Nicole. It is April 18th, I think. So on either the 29th, somewhere between the 29th or the 30th, I had like this kind of like scratchy sore throat and wasn't feeling all that great and thought it was just like this run-of-the-mill cold. And so I didn't really think anything of it. And then I think it was the first or the second. I think it was the first. I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning, shivering, shaking, sweating, the whole 9 yards. And I was under the covers because I was also cold. And I was shaking and shivering so hard that I knew that there was something wrong. So I got up and I took my temperature. So anyhow, so my name is Nicole. This is my channel. I talk about, well, I have been talking about yarn hauls, mystery boxes, unboxing them, reviewing yarn, and then also doing resin pours, live streaming resin pours, and then also talking about mental health, mental wellness, self-care, and then chronic health, chronic illnesses, and chronic pain. So I got body slammed, like full on body slammed on, I believe it was the first of April, because I had felt so terrible. I mean, everybody has had colds, really bad colds and stuff like that. This was something that I had never felt in my entire life. And so I immediately, when I woke up at like, I think it was either 3 or 3:30 in the morning, I immediately took my temperature. Temperature was 103.4-ish or something like that, if I remember correctly. So I'm like, okay, well, first thing that came to my mind was better take COVID test. So I took COVID test, and you have to, because I have like a whole bunch of COVID tests, because you can get them free from Kaiser. And so because of my immune system, I made sure that I have enough on hand in case I need to take it, along with the kids and myself. So so I took, did the whole like process and everything. And so I, like, it's this like rectangular thing where you have to squeeze the liquid in after you do your swab. And so, like, and you have to let it sit for 15 minutes before you can read it. And so before the 15 minutes was up, I could already see that the second line where it says that it's positive. And so I immediately knew that I had COVID. And I don't think I had ever felt the way I feel and continue to feel this way ever, to the point where I literally thought I was going to die. I couldn't breathe. There was a lot of coughing. I had a fever that would not go down no matter how much ibuprofen or Tylenol I was taking, because I was alternating between Tylenol and ibuprofen to try to keep the fever down and or break my fever. My fever did not go down, nor did it break until, I want to say, I was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 days in. And so I lost my appetite. All the days kind of ran together. I didn't know if it was Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Friday. I didn't know if it was daytime or if it was nighttime or anything. So after getting the positive test, I immediately called Kaiser. They told me I had to quarantine myself for at least 5 days. And then after that, I could not be quarantined if I did not have a fever without the help of any medication like Tylenol or ibuprofen. Well, that didn't seem to work because I continued to not feel well, and I kept coughing. I was having difficulty breathing. I was not able to sleep laying down. If I did, I would have coughing fits. I did not eat a meal from the time that I got sick. So I did not have any food, any solid food, or any sort of like clear liquids like soup or like jello or anything, pudding or any sort of foods, period, for at least a week to almost 10 days. And so despite the fact that my husband was becoming increasingly concerned, because every time I tried to eat something, if it was just dry plain toast with no butter on it, just bread, cereal with no milk, cereal with milk, I don't know, anything. And so I gave up eating. I tried to drink water, juice, Gatorade, Powerade. I even tried Kool-Aid, which is like, I hate Kool-Aid. It's the most nastiest thing ever. So I wasn't eating and I wasn't drinking. And I'm telling you all of this because I want you to know where I'm at right now, being that this is day number 18. I was told that after the 5 days, if I was quote unquote feeling better, I could then leave the house, but I would have to wear a mask up until 10 days. If I still was having symptoms, I would still have to be quarantined for 10 days. And in the meantime, on the 6th of this month, I had my MS MRI that I was like determined to go to because I had to wait so long to get to that MRI. I had to wait about a month and a half to get to that MRI. So I drug my sick, weak, and tired butt out of my bed, which was my couch, to go to get the MRI. Yes, I was weak. Yes, I was tired. Yes, I was out of breath. And I went to get the MRI. I went to Kaiser, got the MRI, and so this is over, like, this is like part of the Easter weekend and everything. So I made myself go because I was not going to miss this MRI, because I was not going to wait another however long to go to get rescheduled for an MRI. It was not fun because I was so tired, because I hadn't eaten and I hadn't drank anything. And and I needed to have the MRI done also with contrast. And I can tell you this right off the bat, I already have problems with phlebotomists and nurses with getting an IV in because I have really thin veins, and being dehydrated did not help the situation. So it took the nurse about a dozen times to finally hit a vein so that the contrast could be put in. I did wear a mask, and I continue to wear a mask whenever I go out because I am still coughing. I'm still out of breath. I still cannot sleep laying down, which is really frustrating. And sorry, talking even now is difficult, but I wanted to talk to you guys, or maybe just talk to myself to give myself a bit of a pep talk to make myself feel a little bit better, because I feel like crud and that I am letting you guys down. I'm letting myself down because I have not packaged anything up for any of my mystery boxes that have been ordered. I have not packaged up any prizes that should have gone out weeks ago. I know that I have my belated anniversary prize that I have not drawn for because I am too tired to even do that. In the last, I don't know, 17 or 18 days, I have difficulty walking down the hall to do personal hygiene, like brushing my teeth, taking a bath, changing my clothes, putting my pajamas on. Usually the best that I can do is slowly brush my teeth and slowly take a bath. And I am highly, highly congested. Most of the day these days are spent sleeping, forcing myself to eat or drink something. And after 11 or 12 days of feeling the way that I currently feel, I called the doctor because they had said that if you're not feeling well after the 10 days, to call their same day clinic and to see somebody to see if they can help you, which I did. I was told that I have long COVID and that it will take approximately, at first I was told that it was going to take about a couple of months for me to feel quote unquote better, whatever the heck that means. But then, and I was prescribed albuterol, which is an inhaler, and then sertrazine, which is an antihistamine. And I have an extremely dry cough. The way you hear me now is like a million times better than what I sounded like when I tested positive for COVID. Funnily enough, I went to tell my son good night at a distance. I was at the doorway and I told him good night. He was in bed and he had just gotten to bed. And I said, I love you, good night. And my husband sat straight up and was like looking around like, what the heck is going on? What is that noise? He said that he thought that there was either a demon or that there was the devil inside of our bedroom because of the way my voice sounded. It was a very hoarse sounding voice, and it didn't sound like my normal voice. The voice that you hear now still isn't necessarily what I would normally sound like. And yeah, I'm really starting to get short of breath. So the sertraline did not help. The albuterol did not help. So the doctor who prescribed me that said to stop taking it. So on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, I will be going to see a doctor who has more experience with long COVID, because according to another doctor that I spoke to, which is a part of their triage department, so they have nurses and doctors that are on call 24/7, said that it is more likely that I will recover from long COVID in approximately 6 to 10 months or longer. They said that they've seen people who have long COVID who may not get better for close to a year, that I may not get better at 100% or even 80% for that long or even longer. So I'm not contagious. I just am completely exhausted. I'm sorry to everybody that who have ordered boxes from me, my mystery boxes, who have won prizes from me, and all of that stuff. I'm sorry that I have not sent them out to you, because at that point, when I did test positive for COVID, I'm sure you did not want a side order of COVID along with that. But I am no longer contagious. So my plan is, and I apologize that I have had to postpone my monetization party, because I don't think I will be able to last through the monetization party, because my last party I had was 4 hours, and I know that there is no way in heck that I'll be able to last for 4 hours. I also have a tentative agreement with Furls. I haven't heard back from them yet, but I believe they are going to be collaborating with me for a giveaway for two streamlined hooks. I have to get some more details worked out with them, but once I get more details from them, I will let you know. And then as far as the monetization party, I will let you know that as well. But I feel really bad because I have not fulfilled my end of the deal, but it will be done. It just may take me a little while longer, because walking down the hall is a is a ordeal in itself. And so I am going to try to take my time to get this done, so that you get what I promised to you. It may take me a little bit. My plan is tomorrow, because I had to do time completely disappeared. I remember being sick where I thought I had a cold. Vaguely remember testing positive for COVID. I don't remember what day that was. And then after that, everything was just a complete blur. All I remember was being on the couch and sleeping. And that's it. I don't remember anything else. And then when everything started to sort of clear up, I realized that I needed to do my taxes. So I managed to do that. I finished it today. Phew, because today was the day the taxes were done. I finished it. That's finished. So plan is tomorrow I am going to do my best to get my boxes packed up, ready to go. Next day will be to make sure that everything looks good, that needs to be mailed out with as much energy that I have, which is this much. I would say right now I'm at 30 or 40% out of 100. And then after that, probably on Friday, I will see if I can, if I have enough energy to ship out what I can. And then next week, I know that there's at least 2 things I need to pour resin for. I'll do those 2 things, and then once they're cured, I'll go ahead and finish all of that stuff and then get it packaged up, and then I will draw the winner for my anniversary. Sorry. I have a very dry, unproductive cough. And I will draw for my belated anniversary giveaway. And then if it's Monday or Tuesday, the next day I will pack it up. And then the next day I will ship it out. And hopefully that will have cleared up everything that is on my plate. And then after that, it will be me trying to film a couple of things that need to be filmed, because there are some boxes that need to be filmed and unboxed and then filmed, and then I will post them. And then after I do that, it'll be where I'll film them and then post it, film them, and then post it. It may be like a couple, 3 days in between all of that stuff. And then I'm going to take a break, because then all of those things will be cleared off my plate. I will do these kinds of check-ins to let you know how I'm doing, but know that I am still here. The channel will not go away. It will be where I will just need more in between time for me to rest, because on Wednesday with the doctor that I am seeing, she will be able to hopefully give me the right medication to get me back on track. I was not given any antivirals when I did get COVID at the beginning, because of my immune system and all of the medications that I was on. She felt that because I'm highly sensitive to a lot of medications, that she felt that that would just make things worse, and I'm starting to get really, really lightheaded. Thank you so much for everybody who has been very, very patient with me and understanding. COVID is not a joke. It's not a hoax. It's a real thing, and it is especially dangerous for people like me who have immune problems and who are not able to fight it off as well as healthier people. And even then, healthier people have a hard time dealing with it. Yes, I was vaccinated and I had a booster, and even then, here I sit. I thought I was going to die a couple of times. I've been in and out of the hospital because I have not been feeling well because of COVID. So please, if you do get COVID, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Eat what you can, no matter what it is. As silly as it may sound, Jello, ice cream, chocolate, anything that will keep your energy up. Granted, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist or anything like that. But please stay hydrated. Make sure that you keep yourself as healthy as you can, as far as making sure you're eating things, you're drinking stuff. Even though you don't have an appetite, if you're not up to drinking stuff, small sips of water, small nibbles of snacks here and there, it truly does help. I went from, and see, this is the thing that scared my doctors a lot, is that a while ago I was 122 pounds. Then I went down to 110, and then I was 97. Oh no, what, I was 101, and then I was 97. And then when I went to see the doctor at the same day clinic, I was 94 pounds. Weighed myself this morning. I am now down to 90 pounds, even though I have eaten more than I have in the last couple of weeks. I've been eating apples and toast. I've been staying away from greasy foods because that won't help my stomach. But please stay hydrated. Eat what you can. Whatever sounds good, eat it. I've been eating like canned peaches, canned pears. I think I have eaten a total of like 12 apples. I've eaten like 10 or 15 cups of like mandarin oranges, canned peaches, canned pears, and then lots of Powerade, lots of Gatorade, which is information and what I was told to drink from my doctor and my nurse. So that's what I was drinking, along with water and with juice, orange juice, fruit punch, and stuff like that. So please take this seriously. I don't want you to go through what I'm going through, especially with somebody who has a very weak immune system. And if my husband luckily did not test positive, my two boys tested positive, but they have very strong immune systems. So while they did feel sick, they have no lingering effects. So yeah, I know this is going on a little bit longer. So please take care of yourself. I'll try to do another check-in in a couple of days. I love you guys, and thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I really appreciate it. So until next time, thank you so much. And for those of you who are expecting things from me, you will get tracking numbers, probably from Pirate Ship. And yeah, so thank you again, and I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.